Hey everybody, welcome to the Bearded Banter Show. Today's episode is brought to you by Loft by Viewpoint Apartments. If you guys are in the market for a new home, I highly recommend coming out and checking out our place that we're so graciously given to utilize today. The Bearded Banter Show, Nick and Paul, obviously today we're brewing up something special as we take you to Barista Blenz, one of the hidden gems of Haysville. Whether you're a coffee connoisseur or just love a good local spot, Barista Blenz is serving up more than just a good cup of joe. So make sure you come out, check out them, and let's get this thing started. All right.
So first, what's you guys' names again?
David and Tish.
David and Tish. All right. Since we didn't get that out of the way first. So.
Yeah, that was kind of rude of me.
So tell us how Barista Blenz got started and kind of what was your inspiration to open it up in Haysville?
It's kind of crazy because my husband and I, we both worked at Quick Trip together.
No kidding.
I worked there for 10 years. He worked there for 15.
You know Chad Brown?
Yes.
He's a good buddy of mine.
Very
We grew up
funny.
together. Yeah.
Very funny guy.
Very well.
Yeah, he worked a lot more with him than I did.
If you didn't like him, I was going to be like, yeah, I don't like the guy either. Sorry, Chad.
Downtown Chad Brown.
That's awesome.
And we needed a change. Like, we weren't seeing each other. We were opposite schedules. Yeah, I was not feeling fulfilled at all in that career. So we kind of scrapped that. Like, we quit. And I found out I was pregnant a month after we quit our jobs. And we already had a 3-year-old at the time. I was like, how is this going to work? I don't know what we're going to do. But I had a love for coffee. And I was like, let's learn how to make coffee. It can't be that hard, right?
I mean, you made it every day at Quick Trip, multiple times a day. You just put a bag in the pot, hit the start button, right?
Right.
I mean, how hard is...
It's just kind of crazy we are. So.
Wow. That's cool. So what made you, like, actually pick Haysville? Did you grow up there or, flip a quarter? Or...
So my family, we kind of lived there for a little bit when I was younger, and I just really like small communities.
Yep.
You know, everybody knows who everyone is usually. It's very tight knit.
Good and bad sometimes.
Yes. But just I feel like Haysville, they have a good community with the people, always having events going on, a lot of stuff for kids.
Yep. I agree. Totally. So I've got to ask, how did you come up with the name Barista Blenz? Is there a story or anything behind that, or?
Not really. I came up with a whole list of names, and I was asking him, what do you think of this? And he was like, no. And then I almost named it the Pink Barn because that's what my oldest called it for the longest time, was the Pink Barn. So Barista Blenz, and yeah.
So what was like the first, no way, no how, there is zero chance we're calling it this name? What was your biggest no way?
That was a
Remember.
long She had a list of them, though. We went Barista Blenz DS.
I think Espresso Time might have been one of them.
Okay.
Absolutely not for that.
Yeah.
And it's funny, we originally were in DS, and we sent it into the state, and they put NZ, and I was like, I actually like that better. So then we kept it.
Yeah, I think it's got a cool little unique part. Yeah, I like it. That's
some
cool.
Of the biggest things started from a happy mistake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know all about a little happy mistake. I got one of them little 2-year-olds at home. He's not a mistake, but he definitely wasn't on the agenda list.
That's our daughter.
Yep. 42 years old when you got a kid in college, having that restart button hit, not on the plans, but blessing anyways. Just keeps me young. Is what I keep telling myself. Keeps me going.
So with Haysville being a tight-knit community, how has the community helped shape your business? And is there anything you guys do to give back to the community?
So we do quite a few things. So we do a lot with schools and teachers. We do a lot of gift baskets for people to win or whatever the schools may do with them. Mm-hmm. We had a teacher appreciation week in December. That was great turnout. We also partner with Rachel Jane's.
Oh, yes.
We give out 16-ounce drinks once a month. So
yeah, Rachel's great. Before you were in the studio, she was one of the first or second sponsors we had last year when we did our bash car at the Fall Fest. Were you guys out at the Fall Fest? Did you see that?
I heard about it. That was a really bad week for us.
On that week.
It was crazy. It was a lot of fun. Me and a buddy that was my other host here before, Paul, we wanted to give back to the schools down there in Haysville. My kids go there. So we came up with this idea. Mel Hamilton Ford was graciously enough to donate us a car. Drive. It was an old Crown Victoria, right? And we spray painted it. We drove it through the parade and literally beat the living tar out of this car. It was smashed to smithereens. Then we did a motor blow, and it was crazy. Everybody came up like 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes. I think it lasted less than a minute.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy, but great turnout. We donated about $2,000 every dollar that we got in, and we gave back to them. But Rachel was a great sponsor of the event, so super nice gal.
She's great.
So what sets, because there's a bunch of coffee places, so what sets your coffee and menu apart from other coffee shops in the area? And do you have a signature drink customers love, like a favorite, most popular one?
So our espresso bean is going to be your bold, like Seattle coffee. So like you know that's some good espresso. It's strong. It's going to keep you going for the rest of the day.
That's what I need.
But we have like 100 flavors. So you have complete customization of your drink, hot, ice, blended, whatever you want. We can do that.
Okay.
And we offer a lot of fun and unique drinks that you may not get at your typical coffee shop.
I like that. I've driven past you a million times.
Bright pink building, you can't miss it.
Yeah, definitely can't miss your place.
Yep. So, where'd I go? There we go. Where do you source your coffee beans from, and what is important in selecting that for you guys?
It's from Delano's, and they're located in Seattle, Washington. I really like how they roast our specific bean. Like we said, it comes all down to the flavor.
Yeah.
The bold flavor.
How did you select them? I mean, did you go like on a coffee tasting tour?
Yes and no.
They shipped it to us, but yeah.
Really?
I had them on the market. It was Cafe d'Arte, which is also a very bold blend, but Delano's, they just kind of have it's easier, more user-friendly.
Okay.
Less variables to mess it up. But when we signed up to try their espresso, like we got like 10 bags of different bold coffees, and I was like, oh my gosh, my brain is like zinging right now. It's like, I don't even know. But I really just like that chocolate, nutty, bold flavor.
Absolutely. So how many different like brands of coffee did you have to go through where you were like, man, that's it.
So we've tried some local ones too. We've tried quite a few. As she says, it's a monsoon wash Seattle blend. The Seattle style of roasting is very dignified. You can really taste it. So
I don't know if I've ever had a Seattle or would know what a Seattle blend roast.
It's going to be a more bold, smooth drink. Like it's going to have more of your coffee flavor with it. Okay. It's not so. I feel like a lot of shops around here have a lighter taste.
Not your typical glass of Folgers coffee.
Oh no, definitely not. But like even like Starbucks and Dutch Bros, like they're both good, but ours is just different. You can taste the difference.
Superior quality.
I like to think that. I like to serve our customers the highest quality. Like sometimes he'll buy like 4 different flavors, or they're just different brands and it's the same flavor. He's like, pick out which one's best. I'm like, oh great.
So with that being said, if I were to blind taste test you, do you think you could pick out which one's which?
Yes.
So you're like the coffee elite connoisseur. Kind of like you with whiskey. She is it the same way? That sounds like a fun idea. We may have to test you. We're just going to show up at your place one of these days with like 3 different cups of coffee. Let's see if you can guess a Starbucks, a Dutch Bros.
Oh, for sure.
Dude,
I don't. No, please do not bring that.
Okay. What about the what's that? Prairie Fire. How about that?
Oh, the stuff we get at work.
Yeah.
No. I'm out. Mm-mm. No, siree.
Are you lost?
No, I thought it was your turn.
No, it's yours.
It's my turn. The joys of going live instead of editing. What? Yeah, I said that. What's the most? I'm sorry. What's the most popular item on your menu, And is there a drink or food item that you think deserves more attention?
I think our most popular drink is either the Honey Nut or the Rocky Road, coffee-wise. But we also sell Lotus in energy drinks too.
Really?
So we have a Mango Madness that's really popular. That's mango and raspberry topped with orange juice. But we also have a Tropical Sunrise. So it's really funny how that started because one of our regular customers, whose name's Candace, she ordered this drink. It's watermelon white peach with coconut milk and orange juice. And everyone was like, I want that drink. I want that drink. And it was called Candace's Friend for a period of time until I came up with a name because it was so popular.
No kidding.
So
Awesome.
if you like your fruity drinks, we still offer that too. But we also have, the espresso.
I'm a morning coffee person, afternoon energy drink.
Same.
So
I think another thing about our espresso is everything is freshly ground and hand tamped right there. So a lot of other businesses, like the bigger chains, they have machines that do that. More your local shops, it's all hand pressed, hand pulled. It's like top tier espresso.
That's what I like. I
Yes.
bought my wife an espresso machine for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's nothing near what you got, but
It's a learning experience
it
for
is.
sure.
It is. I'm trying to learn how to do the little fancy
A little
designs
heart
on the
thing
top. Do you do that for her? Like in the mornings, you make it like a little heart with a smiley
No, he
face.
sleeps in. What do you mean? He's not getting up early.
I was up at 5:30 today, fine tuning everything. Then I had to drive to Emporia. I had a customer. I had to take the car back. So it was definitely a day I should have swung by and got a coffee.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, it was a busy day. But
Nick's always working.
I don't know when to stop.
So, what has been one of your biggest challenges when you faced as a small business owner, and what you do to overcome that?
I feel like you have your really early mornings and really late nights, and you're working. And it's like you have the kids you're juggling too, and it's like how do you find time for each other and like being a family?
A lot of hours, especially starting off.
Yes,
A lot of hours.
a lot of
I
learning
can imagine.
experiences.
A
So
lot of backside. A lot of
Then-
orders.
Trying to separate work from home, with you working.
and then working together.
Yeah. It's like, okay, we're at home now. We need to cut this off. It's family time. So yeah, I can get that. It's
For sure.
tough. It's a challenge for sure.
The first time you do everything. Everything's
Yeah.
the first time doing it.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you kind of get into a rhythm and a pattern and it becomes easier.
Yes.
Or maybe it just becomes your new normal.
it is a new normal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we have our pallet delivered today. Let's go unload that.
Yay. It's
Yeah.
like Amazon at our house. It's like, oh, look, there's another package. It's Christmas.
I used to be so excited for packages, and now I'm like, no, not today.
Not another package. So what's the what's next for Barista Blenz? Any expansions? Any new menu items? Anything crazy and fun?
We definitely want to get more into food. We have growth opportunities depending on which route we take. If we want to go cafe style or if we want a bigger building. So kind of just we'll see where it takes us.
That is one thing about Haysville. It seems like there's some open availability spots around. Doesn't take long to find one,
Yeah,
but
I really like my pink shack, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been telling Dave, I was like, I really liked it, but we're definitely outgrowing it.
Yeah.
So
that's good. That's good.
it's good. It's good.
So, do you have a favorite memory of a customer story or that you would like to share with us, or something? Or
There's so many things that happen daily that just
Yeah.
make my day. Like I have people, they pull up and they have a bunny in their sweatshirt, or I
What?
see like a dog or a pig that's getting a pup cup. It
A
just-
pig?
It's happened, yeah.
No kidding. I guess it's Haysville. Anything can happen in Haysville.
Like a
But-
tiny little pig.
A pig in the car. Now I brought my dogs by for pup cups, but a pig. That's a new one. I might have to trump that. I've got a buddy that had a farm, had some goats. Maybe I'll have to go by and pick up one of his goats and bring him out there. Get a
Goats are
goat
cute,
pup.
yeah.
you can bring a Jax, maybe.
Yeah, that's what he needs is more sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be bouncing off the walls or even more than what he is. So for anyone looking to start their own small business, especially in the food and beverage industry, what's one bit of advice you'd want to give them?
Have a backbone, stand your ground. Some people are not nice. You got to be like, this is this is it. This is me. Like, don't be afraid to be yourself.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
Nick
makes
and I
you stand
both
out.
being in customer service industry, we've experienced the unhappy customers, and
Yes, us too.
I'm in aviation with customer service now. I was working at Bell Hamilton with Nick, and you have your fair share of happy people and unhappy people. So
People you can give them the world to, and then they'll complain that the world isn't the right color.
yeah.
You know, it's that's a good bit of advice. Sometimes it's hard, even saying that, being able to do it.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Because I never thought I was going to leave Quick Trip. I never did. I thought I was going to retire. Like, yeah, he says get started.
What store are you out of?
I mean, I was everywhere.
You were
So, like,
everywhere.
I worked at Broadway and Murdoch for a long time. So did he.
Oh,
He was
wow.
at Harry and Oliver. Almost died. Got shot at.
Chad Brown.
Shout out again to Chad.
I didn't think he'd be so famous today. But so we've seen like the worst. And
Yeah.
I have stories for days, and so does he.
Mm.
So
The reason why I ask is I started my career it was like my first job when I was 16. It was
Oh,
at
wow.
Quick Trip. I was there for like 3 or 4 years, and I was an ERP, so I went around to all the stores. But it was a learning experience for sure.
It is.
So-
I learned a lot.
So now we're at the point where we're going to have a little bit of fun. So for everybody that's watching, they have got a trivia question for you. Now, right answers, wrong answers, we just want some participation. So what you'll want to do is just comment on whatever platform you're in, your answer. The end of next week, we'll get everybody's name together. We'll put them in a randomizer, and one lucky winner is tell them about what you brought, your gift.
Oh, so we will have a $20 gift card raffled off, and also we have a glass cup with our logo on it.
Heck yeah! So so it's going to be one winner or two winners. How do you want to do it?
We'll just do one.
Just one winner.
Yeah.
Man, they get a cup and $20.
Yeah. Hopefully they come try us out if they haven't been there before.
Absolutely. Maybe. Well, Parker, I guess you're here, so you can't chip in on this, but maybe Hayes' mom can see if they can figure out this answer. So,
I'll have to get Kathy on this.
right. So I'm going to leave the ball in your court. You say the question, and since you kind of have a little better feel for that industry.
All right. Well, I know everybody loves their morning cup of coffee if they are coffee drinkers. How many cups of coffee do you think are consumed daily worldwide?
How many cups of coffee are consumed daily worldwide? Man, that's a good one. I'm sure it's a lot. Make sure you post your answer down here below in the comments. Again, we'll do it next Friday. We will post that answer, and all you got to do is just we'll give Tish your name. Then you just go by their facility, pick it up, and be the big winner. So, guys, hey, thanks again for coming out and being a part of the show. It's one of our biggest passions is really community involvement, spreading the name of different businesses out there, and having a little bit of fun. So for coming out on a Sunday, thanks so much. We definitely appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll be by definitely on Tuesday to go pick up my cup of what did you say, Seattle?
It's a Seattle roast.
A Seattle roast coffee. So if you're over on that end of town on Tuesday, come by and say hi to me. Get your cup of coffee on your way to work. Guys, we'll see everybody later. Have a great week. We'll see you next video.
Have a good one.